Hi, collective. My star family, my soul family. So, I was just doing a very like revealing video. Like I was on a roll, so they corrupted it. So I'm not getting discouraged though, because in the past when I would, I'd see that my star family, you all still run with everything that I was pulling down. So that galactic intelligence, right? So I'm excited to see our content come out with what I was revealing, right? So it's gonna reach those. I guess they told me just do reading light to show how like you're not frustrated, because I feel that's just happening to a lot of you too, and I have been seeing it where a lot of us, like we're getting our videos corrupted, things are happening, and that discouragement, right, that we feel or whatever, like we're doing better transmitting because we know that we're uniting and we're coming together, and that we're helping each other. I remember at first when I'd be like, no, like I didn't get to run with this content, but they did, part of me like felt like left out, because I was like, is it one of those where it's like I missed it and then they picked it up? But no, like you need to remember, like we're helping each other, right? That's what's so beautiful about us uniting, because especially those of us that are getting sidelined, moved around, things like that, like we're all coming together, that we're all helping each other, right? It's frequency thing. It's a frequency thing. That's what I kept hearing, like we are the 144,000. Okay, frequency. Right? They can't mess with that, because you can't get on that frequency unless you two are level, right? Okay. So I don't know. My kids too, they were like, no, that's what made me want to record more than anything, because then like as soon as I stopped, like they got right back on their little game systems, so they all play their games, they trying to be quiet for me, right? Anyway, so I like to upload in threes, right? So I'm just gonna do some other things, right? I'm gonna pull some tarot cards, right? Because I was talking about how I'm going to be doing a lot more tarot cards over on my other platform, and I was like, well, I haven't done anything over here yet today. So, and I'm feeling this blue frequency, as I've been feeling very much about talking. I hate it too when my voice goes out, right? I lost my voice yesterday, and then like today it's been going up and down. I don't like that. I don't like it. It makes me want to get my messages out even more, and that's really what I felt like had me on a roll too, as I was like, my voice is here, I'm going to get all of this galactic intelligence out while I can, but I know I got it out there to use Star Family. Alright, so right, okay, I'm so excited too. There's been more of you that have been coming in. I've been getting so excited. I know it's happening for those of you too, like you're definitely coming together with Star Family. It's so exciting, it's so fun. Right, like I know it when I'm like, yes. There's more of us coming together. Right, okay, we're elevating. We so are. All right, let's get these cards. We'll get talking about. Six of Swords, Knight of Wands. What's this about? Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords. There's battle. There's a duel I'm hearing. There's two. It's interesting, my reading, the last tarot reading that I did, right, was that double for your trouble or something. There's this Knight of Wands character, okay, and then there's this Knight of Swords character that are all right next to the Ace of Cups, right? I feel like they are both after love. For some of you, you're moving away from a player. You're moving away from somebody that was being a player, that was being immature, just wanted to play around, have fun, be in that. I mean, it's fun energy, don't get me wrong. But it's not fulfilling, and it puts you in this Four of Swords energy. It puts you in this energy of needing to heal. So we got the bonus to this deck, as I say that when I get the bonus cards that come with the decks, that's like a special card. It's an omen, right? You walk away from something, you walk away from this player, I felt, and now you're getting something special. This one says, for more information, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe there's something about that. Maybe you're going to be meeting somebody on Facebook or Instagram. But see, there's walking away from illusions, right? 7-7, you could be 7-7, it could be confirmation. This is your reading if you're seeing sevens, okay? Oh, wow, 6 of Cups reversed. I feel this is hard to walk away because this is somebody from your past, or you had some sort of feeling as though like this was going to be here forever after, right? You've had some memories, right? Or a long time with this person. That's why it's so hard. I feel like illusions have been casted for a long time. You know, like when you believe in something for a long time, it's really hard to like let it go. You have to tell yourself, like, gosh, like I've had this vision of this for such a long time. The Emperor is coming out here. This was somebody that had some sort of authority in your life. This could have been like a father figure too, right? Maybe some of you are healing from some sort of control, right? That maybe a father had over you too. Some sort of belief system, you know. The Seven of Wands, that I skipped over really quickly because I was so caught up in 777, right? It's very strong. It's basically like you're dismissing the fact that you healed from something because you put up boundaries. Like, you're not giving yourself enough credit that you put up boundaries to something. You choosing these boundaries, I feel you face some sort of fear here. She's like going into the woods here. You're deciding to see past something, and is allowing you to heal from some sort of childhood woundings that was put on you by some sort of control. Look at this King of Pentacles in this deck. He's a snake. This is definitely, you know, the King of Pentacles is someone that has control over material things, right? Money, resources. This is definitely somebody that was some sort of provider for you, took care of you. This could be a relationship right now too. Seven of Swords, yeah. They were lying to you. They were deceiving you, betraying you. Maybe they had you in fear. Maybe they were pulling on your childhood fear or trauma. Sometimes, like, narcissists will find your weakness and they'll use it against you. Like, I'm going to tell you what, my weakness is abandonment. I was abandoned at a very young age, right? By my entire family. And I was left alone. I was raised by the gods and goddesses, though, so maybe you were too. You didn't realize that. Spirit really steps in. Like, when your physical family abandons you, Spirit steps in. And I was raised by my spiritual family, right? And the reason why I was abandoned, right, is the enemy got to my family, right? Got control over them due to their trauma, got them to abandon me, abuse me, mistreat me, right? Not show me love, things like that, to break me down because of how powerful I am, right? But no, little did they know the entire time I was getting raised by the gods and goddesses, okay? So you're getting some sort of new perspective. Hanged Man. You're seeing something, right? The only woundings that had control over me was my lack of love and control. Lack of love of the physical family, right? That's why it's interesting I was talking so much about us star family coming together. And then one of the other readings I did, whether, I don't know if it got uploaded or not, but I was talking a lot about, a lot of you are realizing that your physical family, your earth family, in this earthly realm is not your real family. And when you're connecting more with your soul tribe, your star family, you realize that is home for me. That's allowing you to detach. It is allowing you to walk away from physical. So you could be detaching and letting go of people, letting go of fear, letting go of belief systems. So like what I was saying with this abandonment issue is it's like almost every lover, right? abandon me in some sort of way. I've never had stability or structure. I've never had a stable home place. I've lost homes with every single person that I've been with due to them walking out, not paying bills, leaving me in debt. Just, and you know, I'm not holding anger or revenge for that, because it was the enemy got to all of them to constantly, it was like that wounding was put on me at such a young age that, you know, it's like the enemy knew that that's how it gets to me, as abandonment. So it caused every single person, so it's like curse, right? Every single person that I would start to build a life with, like, they would abandon me. And even if it'd be temporarily, like, they would run and go stay with family, leave me alone, leave me isolated, leave me places, right? Right where my car would break down or things like that. I'd have nobody would answer the phone to help me, or even once it did, just wouldn't help me, right? Those things. I don't know if this is your trauma. If it's not yours, don't take it. I'm giving it as an example. For some of you, it's going to be abandonment. Me putting my issues out there is showing you these things. And it's interesting they're pulling these things up, because it's like that left a huge thing. Like, I was like 16 years old and I was working, like, I worked over an hour away from home. Like, I didn't tell my family at first I got this job so far away, but I was driving, right, and I used to close, right, and stuff, and it was winter time. So my car wouldn't start when it was really, really cold, right? And stuff. And I remember calling, you know, my parents and stuff. Well, by then they knew where I was working and stuff, but no, they wouldn't help me. They're like, find your own way home. Like, being in Minnesota, like, if I would have just, like, tried to sleep in my car, like, I would have froze to death, right? So that caused a huge trauma. Like, I remember that fear, thinking, like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna die. You know, because I was like, what am I gonna do, or whatever and stuff. But this is all things, like, I ended up calling my boss back, right? And she came back and, you know, actually took me and drove me all the way home, right? And I was actually working in another state. She was like, oh my God, freaking out or whatever. But it's like, I would have never thought that she would have done that. And that's what I mean, like, things will come together when you let go of fear. But I remember, like, it always caused the wounding, because I, like, for such a long time, I'm like, oh my God, what if this happens again? Like, I was so lucky that, you know, that she did that for me. And, you know, she was like, you know, this is like a one-time thing too. Like, next time you find your own way or whatever and stuff. But it's those things, like, you know, when you let go of fear and you know that there will always be a way, there's always help and protection available to you. And it's crazy, like, we ended up bonding after that too. She was like, you need to just come get a place with me. We ended up renting a house together, like, after that. Like, it's amazing how things, like, happen or whatever. You know, she was like, wow, like, nobody would help you out. Like, no, you know, come live with me, right? You know, so it's interesting how things happen. Sometimes, you know, when these things happen, like, they open up doors for other things, you know. Like, it's amazing, too, how the universe aligns people, situations, right? Sometimes it's just to remind you of something, too, right? How it's beautiful how interconnected things really are. Alright. Page of Swords. The Seven of Swords. See, somebody's definitely digging up stuff on you. Someone's holding strongly onto you. They don't want to let go of you, because you're the Empress. Oh, my voice sounds so awful. Oh my gosh. You the Empress. It's beautiful. And they know this. It's like someone knows you're the Empress, but they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you you're beautiful, you're abundant, you're resourceful, you're all this energy, right? But they're trying to pull up dirt on you. They're trying to get into, like, your traumas to use them against you. You know? Like, narcissistic people, they have to have control over you, right? If they don't, you would see them for as they are. So they're not going to build you up. They're going to pull on wounds. They're going to do things to cut you down, to keep you down, because it's like, if they can't control you, you wouldn't be with them. So it's what they do. I don't know why I just turned around and flipped the Six of Cups up, right? You made right with something of your past. You healed some sort of trauma, and now they can't control it. So you could be going through a power struggle at this time. If If you start to get into your power and things really start to not work in a relationship, it's really showing you something. So some of you, you're realizing you've outgrown a relationship or a situation or a person that had some sort of control over you, right? Another bonus to the deck. Look at this. Under the Oak Tarot. So this is the... I didn't even know that other one was in here, but... The Hierophant. You've learned something. You have elevated from student to teacher. You were in something that was teaching you a lesson, and you learned it. And now you get to take that knowledge and you get to apply it forward. For some of you now, you're moving into new relationships. But now you know what not to align with, not letting somebody have control over you, right? Paying attention to what that dominating and that control energy does, right? So Queen of Swords energy, this is the queen I feel that you're embodying the most at this time. Communication, strategizing, setting a plan. Ace of Pentacles, you have an abundant new beginning that's coming in. It can be hidden from you at this time. Moon card with the World. You often don't see the abundant new beginning that's coming because they want to make sure that you're closing things out. Universe blesses you for like good work. It's like, you know, have you ever gotten a reward for something? You do kindness or you do something and then someone gives you a reward and it's like, you know how awesome and epic the reward is when you weren't expecting it? Like that's what this is. Okay? The universe is definitely blesses you for the hard work, and especially my chosen ones. Because like I said, for a lot of you, we're healing trauma, right, that we didn't do. That's the difference between chosen ones, right? 144,000 chosen, and we're here clearing trauma that's not ours. That's what I mean, how wrong it is for people to go up against chosen ones to be, it's not fair that you're so blessed. It's not fair that chosen ones, oh my gosh, they get divine guidance. They get, you know, these blessings from God, divine source just blesses them. Their life is so easy. No, they don't understand, right? For one, you don't see the trauma because we heal it and we show others how to heal it. So we don't go around showing we broken because we heal it, right? But what they don't understand is that we're going through these traumatic situations and lifestyles that we didn't even incur. Like, it's not our debt. We're here clearing your debts that you couldn't clear. That's what you don't understand. So why should we not get divine help and divine blessings come our way and help us? Because anybody that gets in high vibration gets those blessings and those abundance, because you always have favor by God, divine source, light energy. You will always get help from the above when you ask for it, but you got to meet it that way. You can't be in a dark energy and be divine help me. Like, you can't scream at God and the angels to help you. Now, if you relax, calm down, because for one, you're not going to hear high vibrational frequency from a low vibrational standpoint. That's why I say, why is it when you calm down and then you start asking nicely, see what I mean? You get that assistance, you get that help. So we're here showing you that, right? And we get it. Trauma is hard, right? And people don't understand, most chosen ones are born into some of the darkest families. Sadistic, narcissistic, very, very dark, because we come here on a healing mission. We come here, our high vibrational light, even if we are abused and misused and all of that, the healing that we have put into that family just by us being alive and in their vicinity has been healing them. Maybe not to the level they needed to, but they don't understand it's definitely breaking curses, generational, because it stops with us. It stops with us. Right? You know what I mean? Me not having that trauma, right? Now, I had karmic children, right? I had children before I was healed, so now I have to heal the trauma within each of them, but I will. And then it stops. So, it stops with us, it doesn't keep going. So that's what I mean. So, yeah, that's what I mean. You should never envy people because you don't know who's chosen and who's not. Who's here on divine work by God. You don't know that. Right? Basically, let's put it this way. I wasn't stuck on a karmic loop, pattern, cycle, forced to come back due to the karma. I was already in the heavenly realms. I chose to descend to come back to earth to save other souls. Don't come up against chosen ones. You don't know who's truly chosen and who's not. Death card is here. Transformation, endings. Okay. So, let's see here. What else is going on? So, definitely, chosen ones are getting elevated too, let me tell you what. Because some chosen ones are so dedicated to their healing journey and don't want to leave anybody behind, that they've stayed in these situations that they were never meant to be in for too long. Some have been just waiting to get rescued, waiting for God Divine to elevate them, because they know that they're always going to be getting pulled out of situations where they're too heavy. They know that they are heavily watched and governed, and every single thing that comes at them is going to go back on their enemies. They know that every time that enemy comes after them, all it's doing is leveling them up. But this is a shift, right? It's time to shift. Healing is required. For some, God, divine source is literally putting the chosen in isolation, forcing them to heal now, because it's like, it is time for you to stop taking on more than you need. You need to stop not loving yourself. You need to stop not enjoying life. You need to stop not having fun. It is time to have fun. For some, it's like their window of opportunity for soul expansion and recovery is done, because you can recover your soul at any time, but it's a choice. It's like that saying, like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Right? Judgment, 10 of Cups. Oh my God. If I haven't told you, judgment on a family. For some of you, these are family members that are under judgment at this time. Judgment is being called. For some of you, it's out of your hands. Divine's going to be realigning, making the adjustments needed at this time. That's why I say go with the flow. Let things happen as they happen. Sometimes you got to let things be out of your control. I do this a lot. A lot of times I ask Divine, I'm like, Divine, I need your help. I need you to help me find the words to say and what not to say. Tell me when to pull my energy out. Send me in when need be. Tell me when to walk away. Especially with my family. I'm like, tell me when to light work, when not to. Because they ultimately know what is serving, right? But 10 of Cups is about a family. And also, I told you, Divine is calling judgment. It is time for you to have your highest timeline, your happily ever after. It wasn't meant for us chosen ones to come here and stay in a life of suffering. No, no, no. That's why we have these traumatic childhoods. But when it comes to our adult life, no. Now we're going to have best, right? Because that's the way it's got to be balanced. It has to be balanced. Right? That's why most people that have the most challenging and traumatic childhoods, if they can heal from it, they can flip it, then they have the most amazing adult life, right? But the ones that want to stay there in that pity me energy, they want to stay in that low vibrational anger, toxic. No, you ain't going to get your blessings in abundance. You can't you can't heal yourself. You need to understand the reason you went through everything that you did was due to your karma. From a previous life, this lifetime, you created every single experience that you deserved. Except if you were a chosen one, right? And that's why I say vindication is here. You know, but my channel, my platform relates to a lot of you, but most of you, I don't have to tell you to heal from it, because chosen ones, we have that high vibrational light. We are generators for Christ consciousness. We have the light from within us, and it's why you attract so much darkness. Because people are seeking true divine source energy through you, because they're so disconnected from source because of our corrupt matrix. Okay. 2400 on the clock. As I say that, God first energy behind that with zeros. Source code number. Part of language of the light is talking to us through numbers, through numerology. So when you start to see repetitive numbers, take a look into them. You can look up angel numbers, source code numbers, their messages. 9 of Swords, 3 of Wands. Yeah, the stress, worry, letting go of fear. 3 of Wands. New beginnings are here. They're just off at the distance. This is a major time of transformation. Getting you out of this stuck energy. 8 of Swords energy. 9 of Swords energy. You have to go through the 8 to the 9 to get to the 10 to close it out, right? But it's about letting it go. Like you give it to God, you know? You can ask for your, obviously, God, divine source energy, because The highest frequency of all is love and light, which is God's source energy. You are one with God. You are God. God created you. You're here, right? The disconnection of creating a false belief system separates you from knowing that you are God. Okay? Biggest lie ever was biggest corruption. This is where my last reading that I did got corrupted. Okay. Where I was talking about the biggest corruption ever was religion. I keep holding my book as if this is my book of shadows, but the book, the Bible, they corrupted, they weaponized religion. They created a false God, right? Everybody worships Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was the first light worker. He was a starseed, by the way, Palladians. Starseeds came here to save the souls that have been trapped, that have been disconnecting from source energy, believing in a false matrix, a false belief system. Jesus was murdered, right? And everybody is believe. Oh my gosh, is worshiping his murder and his. Everybody. That's how corrupt everybody is. Everybody is worshiping his crucifixion. Everybody is worshiping the fact that he was murdered. You don't realize that. It's worshiping and his cultism and, just like, let me drink the blood and eat the, oh my gosh, everybody's so corrupted. No. He was murdered because he was coming here telling everybody not to worship him. Divine source energy, but he had to use, it was like how things have to be encoded, right? To try to not get murdered. Okay. We are all here to create heaven on earth, right? They've been trapping our souls, making us believe that we are not God. We are not one with source energy. You get to love and light. Like, everybody could be a chosen one if they let go of all the darkness. They get to the love and the light frequency, right? That's how you get chosen, the purest hearts, right? Not everybody's earth angels and, earth angels descended down as I did, but I'm a hybrid earth angel starseed. Okay, let's see. Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, get into this beautiful Queen of Cups energy. Have control over your emotions and feelings. Stop giving your power away. Okay? Don't let other people's words are just words or spells. Don't let that trigger your emotions or your feelings. Right? There's a lot of things that are being revealed, people, but you need to just be open to knowing that the truth is being revealed. Okay? Be open to knowing that you really don't know the interworkings of this universe. Right? And start looking be open to the answers, lifting the veil. The veil is getting lifted. The true leaders to the new world order, to the new earth, are as light workers, earth angels, 144,000. We are here on a divine mission sent by the Most High, divine source energy, leading the way. As I say that, my candle goes out. So start believing in us. You can see the elites that have been in control of this corrupt matrix are falling. New world order is commencing. All right. Okay, I'm going to close out this reading in about 30 minutes. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Watch whatever you feel guided to. Love you guys. Bye.